we should probably do on its own. Most everything else.
Yeah, I contemplated not even taking a shower. I looked at now that ain't good.
All right, well, it is 6 o'clock, so we'll go ahead and call this meeting of the Greensburg City Council to order. Begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, roll call. Councilperson Reeves is absent tonight. We still have a quorum and we'll proceed with business. First up is approval of tonight's agenda. Anyone have any modifications to the agenda as presented?
I'd make a motion to approve the agenda as written.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve tonight's agenda. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Agenda approved. Citizen comments. Light crowd even for us.
One at a time.
Hearing no citizen comments, we will proceed with our consent agenda, which includes the minutes of May 6th, 2024 and appropriation ordinance 1268.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve tonight's consent agenda. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Consent agenda approved. We do have one appointment to consider tonight for the tree board.
Sarah Christensen has expressed interest in serving on the tree board. There are currently 7 members on this board and 6 to 9 members are allowed. This would be for a term that would expire May 31st of 2027.
So we're just adding another position of the 9
Yeah.
possibility?
Mm-hmm.
I move to accept Sarah Christensen to the tree board.
It's been moved and seconded to appoint Sarah Christensen to the tree board. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Appointment approved. All right, we have one item of business to discuss tonight, and that is a temporary lease at the business park for Union Pacific Railroad.
That lease is in your packet for consideration. It is similar to the other temporary leases we've done for the business park. Union Pacific is working on the rail line, as you've probably noticed, east of town. They will be moving through town and going clear to Buckland, replacing some ties, and they need a place to temporarily park some vehicles for a few weeks and have asked to use the business park for that purpose. This would be just to the north, the lot north of the current temporary tenant we have out there. And there's already a driveway and kind of a curb cut, so they won't drive across the curb there to have any damage. And it would be $400 for the term of the lease.
Are they just wanting a place to store equipment?
Yeah, vehicles, to park vehicles.
Okay, they're not gonna put like new railroad ties?
No,
Because I think the creosote off of them would kill the grass.
right. It's just parking vehicles, he said.
Would they ever consider putting in a permanent structure?
We didn't get past that. He just said they needed it for a couple
Well,
weeks.
this is a stipulation to this, you know.
Very own rail depot.
Mhm.
Very own rail depot. We'll let them have the lease for free if they give us our own depot here in
Okay.
town.
And I don't care if they route the railroad around through the business park.
Scenic tour, scenic bypass.
Have we had any bites? I know this is off the subject, but have we had any bites at all?
There's still some conversations out there, yeah. Nothing has come to close to fruition at this point, but
Anybody within those inquiries ask about a building or anything?
yes.
So do we ever plan on pursuing that at all again?
I've continued to look into it with the opportunities for funding and how we might make that possible.
I would make a motion that we approve the temporary business park lease for, is it Union Pacific? Union Pacific Railroad for 1 month at $400.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the temporary lease of the business park with Union Pacific Railroad. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, lease is approved, and that takes care of our items of business tonight. Moving on to city staff reports.
Internally, we're working on the first round of weed notices for properties that are not compliant with mowing, and those, some have been sent out, and another round are working to be mailed out. So if you see some properties that look like they're getting a little tall, we are starting to address those. The Public Works crew's been doing the monthly meter reading, and Selena inputting them into our software, and I'm working on the newsletter, so bills will go out this week. The street repair project, the concrete bids that you approved last meeting, that is underway, and you'll notice over by the Comatera Apartments, that has been poured, and then over by the courthouse, they've dug it out and are starting to prep that. I included a couple pictures there if you haven't been by to see it. So it was nice to see that project getting done right away. This last weekend, 5 new lifeguards completed their Red Cross lifeguard certification, and we have 7 returning guards. The concession stand is stocked, the pool pumps up and running with no repairs needed, which was a great thing, and I think we're almost ready for opening day next Monday. Last week I submitted the KDOT Transportation Alternatives Grant application for the connecting sidewalks that we have talked about previously, and they say that they anticipate that those awards for the grants will be announced in July. So a fairly quick turnaround, I think. So I'm excited to hear whether we get awarded that or not. And this week is National Travel and Tourism Week, and I'd just like to recognize and thank Heather Bailey and our part-time employees at the Big Well Museum, Wanda Mott, Donna McDonald, Rocky Preble, Hannah Greenleaf, and Blythe Campbell for what they do to promote and welcome visitors to our community. We still get a lot of visitors that come here, especially this time of year, and they do a great job showcasing what we have here. So I want to thank them. That's what I got.
Council, questions for Stacy? Hearing none, we'll move along to governing body comments.
We talked about at our planning retreat meeting, whatever you want to call it, about the city crews doing a little work at the airport around the runway markers and things like that, being now they don't have to mow the whole thing. I noticed we've mowed the runway already this year once, so how come can we get those markers sprayed and weeded around? There's one of the markers that's drug almost clear to the Well Lease Road, where it's been run over by a mower trying to get up close to it. And we have the equipment to spray around those so they don't have to try to get within inches of them with a big mower.
Other governing body comments? Came in a little late, but any citizen comments you have to make before we adjourn for the night?
I don't know why you wouldn't say something to Bruce to spray that stuff.
It's just around the runway markers. They have weeds up beside them this tall, and then they try to mow around them, and they bend them all up, and then the wind blows them away, or they cut them off.
But if you spray around it, at least kill it for a while, or if you wanted to kill it totally, if the chemicals poured on Roundup.
Yeah, we have the equipment to do that, too.
Oh, you do have?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other business to come before council tonight?
You want to take a recess for a little bit?
No, let's just have a record quick meeting. We'll adjourn at 6:09. Thanks for your time, everybody.
There's the record.
I think so. Usually these short meetings will have like an executive session or something that'll push it back.
25